Hey, what's up, everybody? How are you doing right now? Are you okay? I was like, CM Punk is the new WWE World Heavyweight Undisputed Universal, by golly, big, huge Jesus champion, or whatever you want to say. Anyway, yes, I was like, CM Punk defeated Sami Zayn for the championship. And I think that was a good call. Yes, yes, yes. I am going to be in that side that's going to say that this is a good call. Now, this is going to be coming off of a back of, hey, listen, I understand that y'all were sort of in a corner of bad choices. You was like, oh my God, it could have been like boring coding again. Could have been boring Gunther. We got Sami Zayn. And there was a lot of people out there that were like Sami Zayn. And they was also not liking it. Just like how they have not liked any of the other transitional champions either, but always clamor for a transitional champion. Anyway, you got it with Sami Zayn. And then you was looking at, oh man, are we gonna get Jay Uso again? Or boring Cody Rhodes. You got Cody Rhodes. Oh, not again. But then Cody Rhodes couldn't make it. So who do we got? We got CM Punk. And it's like CM Punk won. Oh, we don't know how to necessarily feel about the CM Punk thing fully, but we're mad because Sami Zayn didn't get a chance. Even though y'all were also like, but you're like, wait, we wanted to see where. Anyway, y'all are baffling to me a lot of times. Anyway, I think that this is I would like a good pick, just because it's like, yes, you see how you're all feeling, and yes, I understand. You're just like, what the creator doing? Why would they do this? This seems all like this seems like a total mess. Oh my God, all this other stuff. But I think that this to me had a chance to add, build to whatever Sami Zayn is going to do in the future, because we already seen how his annoyance, how his meddling and all that other stuff gave him his first championship title opportunity. And by doing that, I was like, we all got to see, like, hey, he finally did it. Even if people disagreed with it, even though people are disagreeing with the disagreeing that they're doing right now. But to me, I think that this can build him into. Now it went from like he was the meddling guy, he was sort of getting booed and all this other stuff. We don't. I was like, we'll see if CM Punk goes a heelish route or whatever like that. We know that Cody is going to get a shot at the championship that he didn't get against Sami Zayn. We know that's going to happen. We know it's going to be them two. And guess where that's going to leave? Say, oh, Sami Zayn in the back, looking on, third wheel, not getting none. That's how he's going to be. And if you want to be frank about it, that's actually the best spot for him to be. I was like, he will actually probably now, for real, be the title of underdog that he's been playing for so long. And I understand what you're saying. I'm tired of that underdog story or whatever like that. But I was like, hey, I was like, he was getting booed when he was actually doing non-underdog stuff. I was like, when he was like, oh, everybody else is doing this, why don't I do it too? And it paid off. I was like, but now you get to sort of play the role of, wow, I was like these top dudes just getting their way. They just over here. They get another title shot. They just get their name thrown in. And guess what, Sammy? They beat you, and they beat you fair and square. So it's like it gets to be the old thing of like you are not good enough to be on this level constantly. And now it's actually like they got proof. They got reason. They are showing you that you're not. So this whole time is now going to be a whole thing, a whole ride of Sami Zayn now be doing his baby face thing, and his baby face thing actually sticking. It's not just going to be him the underdog when it's like, how is he the underdog when he has won championship? How is he the underdog when he always rises to the big cases, except for the main championship? But he happened to win that. He got that. He got that off his back. I was like, you know what it feels. That hunger, his stomach is still growling. You can tell because he doesn't have an 8 pack, so you can see that belly moving. I was like, now you can see it on the way going to the championship. Because guess what? If you thought that him winning in Saudi Arabia for his first championship was going to deter him from necessarily winning it at WrestleMania. Think again, now it still get to stay on plan. But guess what? They gave you a little taste. They gave you a snippet. They gave you a little something for you to be able to be like, oh, look, you wanted the championship change? There it is. And guess what? Haha, y'all feeling good about it? Not too good, because I see some of y'all, we don't pay attention to social media, but the social media is also telling us that some of y'all don't feel like that. So guess what? Haha, change it back to a real popular superstar. Now that's a superstar. Sami Zayn, what is he? Y'all said he's a mid card guy. Guess what? He's mid card guy. That's where he's going to be. And guess what? As mid card guy, that's not up there with the Cody, the Romans. I was like the Seths, I was like the CM Punks. None of them. Hell, I was like, is he even up there with Jay Uso? I understand that you're going to say he's a better worker than Jay Uso. Yeah, I was like, he just got a chance. He just got the merchandise. I was like, not the title shots, not the number one contendership. I was like, that was Sammy guy, the other guy. And guess what? Now, Sami Zayn, I was like going to just be looking like, man, the opportunity got robbed from him, even though it didn't get robbed from him. I was like, and Milk, maybe I'm wrong. And maybe this not as a babyface thing. He can still sort of play the role that he's sort of been playing, where he's just like, where he's like, oh, I got screwed again. I was like, I'm getting out of a spot or whatever like that. He can still sort of play that role, but now the role gets to look a little. Now, like now, you might have people actually hearing you and being on your side of being like, you know what? No, he's right this time. He's right this time. I was like, we was feeling good after a title change. Somebody new with the face. Let's get to see what he don't even get a chance. We don't even get a chance to see what he gonna do or whatever. That's what this feels like. That's where I can understand everybody's complaints about. Even if they didn't agree with Sami Zayn getting the title, is the fact that he got the title. And you don't even get to see, like how you did with Damian Priest, how you did with Jay Uso, that you didn't even get to see how it sort of looked if he had the championship for a while, because he only had it for a minute, pretty much in this whole time span. And look, it's a long time until it gets to WrestleMania. I understand, but I'm just saying that at this moment they can build Sami Zayn up into the ultimate babyface. Because guess what? Cody's not going to turn heel, but I do think that people are going to sort of start being like, moan with Cody outside of the internet. I was like, CM Punk, he will just play into it regardless. So I don't think it's going to be uh, either or. I was like, I don't think he's going to be heel. I don't think he's going to be face. I think he's going to be CM Punk, but he can play on it either way. Um, I was like, we got to see how this Roman Seth thing happens over here. I was like, we don't know how that's also going to play into it as well. I was like, the Oba thing with his spot out down the line or whatever. I was like, Gunther's still sort of involved, but I'm just like, all those people that's involved are either the top guys or in some form hill-ish or whatever. So I was like, Sami Zayn has a real chance of getting the people on his side. I don't say he got to be super uber duper baby face or whatever like that. So you could still, I was like, he's still doing, he's been the underdog. He still sort of kept that character. It just sort of really didn't make sense. And then he sort of played as the underdog that like everybody's out to get me, and everybody's like, whatever, you're doing too much or whatever. But now it's like you really got common guy versus bigger than life people constantly at every single turn that's stopping him from basically having his real moment of glory. He had it. He had a sip of tea, but that's about it. Anyway, what do y'all think about this whole thing? Bad decision. I was like leading up to something. You probably don't even trust it because you're like building up to what? We know how they build up their stories. I was like, they're like Jenga and not Legos. That's not sturdy. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Till then, peace out.